This is going to be a great summer. Not only am I counting down the days to Halloween, I'm counting down the days to July 7th, which is when I pick up the newest member of our family, Agatha Cackle. Wait till you meet her in my next video. I can't wait. Hello everyone. Well, my busy summer has just begun and I'm already getting those Halloween feelings. I know it won't be long before the stores start setting things out, and I'm definitely counting the days. It won't be long before we start our own setup here. We like to start early so we can have a nice relaxing setup. We'll start about end of August. We're going to open our doors October 15th. Every night from then, 5 to 8 till Halloween. So we'll have 16 nights of scares and we can't wait. We've only got a couple more projects left. I just finished my oven door, which is my first foam carving project. I've just got to have Pat make the actual oven, and we'll have like red lights shining through these windows here. So our Hansel and Gretel scene is definitely coming together. Hey, I just reached over 700 subscribers on my channel. I can't believe that I'm celebrating this. So just want to give a big thank you for all your support. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. And of course, I always hope to inspire. Do you recognize that tune? It's Halloween Happy's tune. One of my favorite newest video vloggers. She is just a breath of fresh air as far as Halloween is concerned, and if you haven't checked her out and subscribed, I've got her channel link in my description below. And she is the reason that I finally decided to do this pillowcase tutorial. She had some rough times recently and I sent her a pillowcase, and she expressed that she wanted to learn how to make one, and I had kind of been tossing around the idea with my good friend Trish Redding and Melissa Broberg and I think maybe Mary, but I knew it wouldn't appeal to everyone because not everyone is a sewer. So anyway, this video is for you, Sam. So in this video, my daughter Lydia and I are going to show you how to make a Halloween pillowcase. And you might ask, why a Halloween pillowcase? Well, I've got a huge addiction to making Halloween pillowcases. I have made hundreds of them long before I was ever a haunter, making them for my less than 20 trick-or-treaters that used to come to my house. I think they make the perfect gift. They can be either used on a bed pillow or as their trick-or-treat bag for Halloween night, or both. So it's just something that I like to whip up in between Halloween projects. It's kind of a no-brainer beginner project. So yes, if you have a sewing machine laying around and a love for Halloween fabric like I do, I hope to inspire here. So, alright, I'm here with my daughter Lydia, who is home for the summer. She's a student at Ferris State for pharmacy, and I'm glad to have her home. My son is in Alabama doing civil engineer work, and he's a student at Michigan Tech. So I've got two college kids that are rarely home, so whenever I get a chance to spend time with them, I do. So are we ready to get started?
What you will need: a sewing machine, an iron and ironing board, pins, scissors, a rotary cutter, a rotary mat, a ruler, 3/4 of a yard of your main fabric, 1/3 of a yard for your cuff, and then 1/8 of a yard for your trim.
Okay, for your main piece, you're going to measure out 27 inches long. For your cuff, you're going to go 11 inches long. And for your trim piece, it's 2.5. Then I'm going to put them all together like this with my fold on this side and cut my width, which is 40. And everything is folded in half, so 20. And then everything will line up when you go to sew it together. Okay, this pillowcase is going to be done in such a way that all of our seams are going to be hidden. It's called a French seam. So the first part, I've got my cuff ironed in half and my trim piece ironed in half. And keep in mind, the trim piece is optional. I usually don't add the trim piece, but I am, for the sake of this video, to show you your options. So what you're going to do is lay out your cuff and your trim piece just like that. Then you're going to take your main body of fabric and lay that out right over the top of that. And then you're going to roll this up. That's right, I said roll this up.
Like a burrito.
And then you're going to pin it. This is the only time that you have to pin during the whole pillowcase process. And even if you're not a pinner, you need to pin it or you'll have a mess. So I'm going to pin all the way on down the line here. And then I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance and we'll be back.
Okay, this is the best part, I guess. Pressure.
There you go. There.
All right.
There. So basically, we just need to sew this pillowcase together. We've got the cuff all done and the seam is all hidden. Now we're going to put it together just like this and sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Okay, remember how I talked about we're going to hide our seams, our raw edges? So this is what we're going to do. We did the 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now I'm just going to go along and trim this edge so it makes it easy to hide this seam in our next step. And we'll have a nice clean cut edge with no thread sticking out. So I'm going to go along this L-shaped seam and trim it. Okay, now we're going to turn this pillowcase inside out and give it a quick iron, and then that's what's going to hide our seam. I'm going to go along this L-shaped edge and sew my 1/4 inch seam allowance, and it's going to hide the seam and make it look nice and professional. Okay, you can see the inside of the pillowcase. The seams are all nice and hidden. And now we can put it outside right and give it a quick iron. And the pillowcase is done. Took about maybe 8 minutes, 10 minutes, Haley?
Yeah.
All right, quick ironing and we'll be back. Okay, the pillowcase is complete. I'm just gonna fold it up, roll it. I usually put a rubber band around it, put it in a little treat bag with a twisty tie, and it's all set to go. So me and Lydia are looking through my little treasure chest of little gifts for my trick-or-treaters that for when we're open for the 2 weeks in October. I've got all my pillowcases wrapped up and made for the year. I've got Halloween books that I bought clearance after Halloween, pencils and little doorknob decorations and whatever. So every kid gets to go home with at least a piece of candy and a little something this year. Lots of books. So anyway, so in celebration of my recent 700 subscribers,
We've decided to give away a couple pillowcases. So just leave a comment below and we'll pick a name in our next video.
we hope you enjoyed this video.
And we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to turn our pillowcase inside out.
Look at the giggles.
below, and we'll pick a couple.
Come on, I'm getting
Well,
eaten alive out here.
Don't look at me like that.
And action.